himself. He went on Spaces to explain his position and had a long, very long 4.5 hour.
And put on an absolute masterclass in how you should not defend yourself.
Yeah.
4.5 hours is way too long.
An absolute, boy, that was...
You said in how you should not.
Should not.
That,
it is a way to do that.
The opening
really
part of that conversation. In the Spaces.
In the Spaces. Dismissive, smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And this is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the "looking in my rim" rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, 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 all of the
But
bells
even
and
the
whistles.
people that do know you, they still be hurt about it. Even if they people get hurt by stuff like that, especially when they support you.
But I think some people gave him grace because
it grew legs.
Yeah.
It grew legs rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and mentioning Beyonce doesn't ever stop things from growing legs.
Yeah.
So that's its own.
He mentioned Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonce tweet. Yeah, Rory's gonna get off.
Yeah, 2011 was a different time.
Y'all agree that Twitter was like a whole nother place back then?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I wasn't doing it. Oh,
that just doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah.
No.
It was. I was there for it. I participated. It just doesn't excuse anything. If the tweets ever come up, which, number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse
I got
on their across their social media. In 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Hey, them tweets were so bad. This mother Budden brought him into the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011. Yeah. But do I think Rory's racist? No,
of course not.
Yeah, do I think that there must always, there's just law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces, I feel.
Period.
Yeah. Like,
I agree.
If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain, context, I don't think it's your right to be smug in that instance. And I think he acknowledged that.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had a link in the description where you can listen to the full audio of episode 878 of the Joe Budden podcast, as they spoke on one of the latest situations where Joe Budden is connected to it because of Rory, who was a former co-host of the Joe Budden podcast, went viral all over the internet after inappropriate tweets from his past, and most definitely he handled it all the way incorrectly, disrespectfully, nonchalantly, when he got to addressing them in that space that he was on Twitter as they were bringing it to his attention. I think he got word of it, but he was over there talking like, hey man, who are y'all to question me about some old tweets and things like that? And it was out of pocket. Now, Rory has came to the internet and said himself that he handled that incorrectly on their latest episode, that he didn't handle it in the proper manner. He was being arrogant. He said I was being, condescending and things. That was not the right way to do that. And he's most definitely correct, because it is so many layers of this to that. But once you do it one time, you done showed everybody what it is now. And so for that reason, you can't tell nobody black how to feel. Rory said that on his show, and it's just so much stuff to break down. But his co-host Maul chose to go in the opposite direction and even interrupt him and trying to issue an apology, trying to shift it in another direction, and even took it up there to say this nonsense and throw some jabs at black people.
I sounded very, very dismissive in the beginning.
As you should have been.
No, because there were some people in there, because I was on the side of everybody knows, the people that know me know who I am and know what it is.
Which is why you shouldn't be talking about it.
But there were people in there that don't know me and were actually searching for an actual response or reply.
And I was, I'm not things like that. So shout out to them. I'm never speaking to them. I appreciate those people. But the people that you know is just looking for a moment and just looking for something to be mad about and something to be offended about. And I don't have time to talk to those people. Those are the same people that feel like the white man got their foot on their neck. I ain't got time for that. I don't want to talk to those people.
And I understand you feeling that way, but you also have to look at the other side of my white face. Yes, people can be outraged if I make an, no pun intended, off-colored joke. Like, that's fine. They can be upset. I get it. I just went.
Yeah, they can.
It's
It's a choice. Yeah. It's a choice to be upset about that.
And I mean,
we could go back and forth over this all day long. Y'all can point out little details and things. I want to keep it overall straight to the point, direct. And I understand old Twitter myself. I understand the RT aspect of it, where you're actually, they didn't have the retweet or just repost thing at that time, so you did have to put RT on there, and then you post a tweet up, you say let it be known, and then you put your reaction to it in the front of it. So some of those tweets are him like co-signing somebody black in a way of like, oh, y'all black guys are disrespecting y'all black mothers or things like that, because it seemed like a girl might have been saying that. But those other ones where you're calling Beyonce a hood rat name, when anybody black who has black experience in life or black situations, they hear you say hood rat and you're white, it's coming off as racist, bro. It ain't no other way to slice it. Because everybody don't know Rory. Everybody don't watch Rory and Mal. Everybody on the... And then let me get this clear with people who are lost like Mal as well. When you say something racist and you say something offensive to black people, the only people not affected by that, or the only people that's not angled to, is your audience and your fan base. It's 45 to 50 million black people. Nobody feels the same about everything. Everybody, when it comes to racism, don't take certain things. I feel like this might bother me more. Well, if you do this more, if you say this, you say that, this black person might not care. This black person might want to go crazy, so you can't tell other people how to feel. But what that comes off as when I hear Maul speak on it is, I don't care how y'all feel. I just want to say y'all all are internet trolls. I don't want to have a serious conversation. This is going to blow over. Let's get back to the money. And you should never act like that with your audience in any form, shape, or fashion, as Rory acknowledged himself, because that's what I said from the rip. No matter how you slice the pie, hey fam, no matter how the tweets got there, they want to make it about the intentions of the person who put the tweets up. All those things can be corrected at one time. I don't care about these fanned out groups who worship the ground that men walk on. I'm not on that. That don't make no sense. That's like a mental illness to me. And people who do all that other weird stuff on the internet, they got mental illnesses. So you could talk about that and go at them how you want to go at them or why they did it. But we looking at this. Look here, bro. You disrespect black women, you're disrespecting black men. If you're disrespecting black women, you're disrespecting black kids. If you're disrespecting black women because of their blackness, you're disrespecting everything black. Rory is not black. And Rory is in a black space, making money, kicking it with, benefiting from black people. So when he says something like that, he has to give an explanation, because we're not in his backyard. We're not in his group. We're not in his lifestyle. We're not in his culture. And we can't go over there and do that with them either. So I want that part to be clear with this right here, dog. Because I see like people like Maul who think they so smart and so fly and so cool, but they really just lost and ignorant, want to make it be this, oh, I'm too cool for this, I'm too cool for that. You ain't too cool to just go hard and be a stand-out cheerleader for Drake, but you won't tell your boy, hey, bro, I see why my people could be upset by that. Because, fam, everybody ain't from the East Coast. Everybody ain't from the Midwest. Bro, everybody got different experiences with it comes to racist terms. I got a big family. My grandmother is 96 and she black. What do I look like showing her a white dude face like Rory's, these tweets, and then letting her hear what his response was when he was questioned about these tweets, and then telling her he ain't racist? See, we got black mamas, we got black grandmothers, we got It don't matter. We don't know Rory in real life. And I'm somebody who has supported Rory and Mal. I have went to Rory and Mal podcast out here in H-Town. Shook both their hands, told them both to go up. When the split up happened, I said, hey, I'm going to support both. I came in supporting all three. I continue to support Joe. I continue to support both. But when I hear Mal talk like this, which I've been done with Mal, he's lost all credibility based off of his actions. I can't take him serious at all on nothing he say. But hearing this, take the foot off their neck. Take they on that complaint and take the white man foot off their neck, fam. That's one of them dudes that say racism don't exist. That's downright pathetic. We got people steady getting lynched. It's things in place all over this country that keep black people in certain positions or that handle black people unfairly, whether it be financial, educational, police. We got police officers out here steady killing people, brutalizing people. Police getting sentenced. I know you might not be hip to all that, so don't reference how black people speak up or what black people going through because you want it to be beneficial with your white friend in his podcast. And he's trying to tell you and say, hey, I was wrong. You on some nah, this and this and that. Hey, fam, it went further than your Twitter space. It went further than the people who watch Rory and Mal. If you say something offensive to black people, guess what? It ain't just offensive to the one black person you said it to. It's offensive to all black people because of the simple fact that's how the game works. That's how it is. Because if you say something offensive to another people, another organization, another race, another group, guess what? You say something to one of them, but they all hear about it, you've offended all of them. So if it's offensive to one, it can be offensive to thousands or millions. So don't try to act like, well, let's make this only about the Twitter space. Nah, bro. Bro got to be held accountable for that. It's out of pocket. He said out his own mouth, I was wrong in how I responded. I was wrong in how I reacted to it. I should have really been apologetic, understood that these are my supporters. Some of those people in there, even though there were people who wasn't there with good intentions, they really rock with me and they felt the way about it. But Rory said that on the show. Feel how you want to feel about whatever. I'm not telling nobody to be offended either. But what we're not going to do is come off with the talking point, oh, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and stop complaining that the white man is on your neck. We don't know Rory. So how you going to tell me or tell one of my family members, one of my 75-year-old aunties or older aunties, or one of my family members who went through segregation, how to feel about this? Just because they didn't say nothing, I could think in my mind, well, how would my ancestors or an older family member feel about this when I deliver this message and teach it for what it is? Keeping it all the way 100. You got to be held accountable for it if you're going to be over here kicking it, balling, parlaying, and benefiting in this thing of ours, because we have to do the same thing when we go to other people's stuff. It is what it is. That was a very lost concept by Mal, but I don't expect much out of him. That dude is lost. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos. I'll let 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.